connecting Indigenous musicians and artists to the world. Welcome to Indigenous Superstars with your host, Rhonda Head.
Hello, everyone. I'm glad to be back after I was on tour last week and I had some schoolwork I had to finish, so that's why I didn't have a show last week. But I'm excited to say I'm interviewing my 90th guest today, and I can't wait to tell you all about her. But first, I'm going to make some announcements. That Friday, hey, Kim from Kansas, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Friday, there's a big show at the Red River X in Winnipeg, and there's a whole bunch of musicians that are going to be playing there. It's going to be an awesome event. That's just one of the stages that Sean Mann actually organized this fall fair, and there's going to be Indigenous artists from 12 o'clock till 12 midnight, and it's going to be so much fun. And I'm just looking forward to seeing all the other musicians that I haven't seen in so long. And it's always good to hang out with other artists and to feed off each other's energy. And you know, when we leave each other, we leave inspired to create even more music. So I'm really excited that we're going to be performing at the Red River X on Friday, and my show time is at 5 o'clock. So hope to see you there. If you're in the area, come and say hi. Anine, bonjour, danse. I'll be looking forward to visiting with you. The other announcement I have, it's an old video that I have, but I have to update it. It's for the Indigenous Superstars Music Awards show, and I'll just play it right now, and then I'll
It's an evening of celebration as the inaugural Indigenous Superstars Music Awards 2021 features 26 categories and the chance to take home Top Honor of the Year. This awards ceremony will increase awareness of a songwriter's craft and gain recognition online and through promotion. The show will be streamed live on Indigenous Superstars and Frog Radio, with an announcement coming soon on the date of our awards celebration. To register your songs or single, they must have been released and distributed on Spotify between January 1st, 2019 and July 31st, 2021 at midnight. Entries for submissions are already underway. For all the details and to see the list of 26 categories, plus hear artist song entries, please visit our website at indigenousuperstars.com.
So I need to update that video because we extended the deadline to October 30th, 2021. And we're hoping that we have a live show in December. And I also have Chief Leroy Constant on board and Sean Mann on board as well. And I'm excited to be working with them. And we're also adding categories for, excuse me, we're going to have a Manitoba night, and then we're going to have the big award show night. So the Manitoba night will be the Saturday night, and those will be only for Manitoba musicians. We're doing something different this year. We're going to have like a best cover bar band. We're going to have best guitar, acoustic guitar, electric guitar, best drummer, best fiddler, and best keyboard player. And so we're really excited to add those other awards to enhance the major music award show, which will be held on the Sunday night of December. We'll be announcing the date soon as soon as we're still in meetings with our partners. Excuse me. So we'll be making more announcements. And the other thing is that the Manitoba Musicians Award, this year they will be free. So check out the site at www.indigenousuperstars.com. And I also want to make an announcement that I just got back on. Hey, Jane, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Jane's my awesome publicist, and she did some really great work for me. She's been doing some really great work for me, and I totally love the work that she's done for me. She totally supports the artist that she works for. So thank you so much for the work that you've been doing for me. So I just got back from a southern tour and a northern tour. It was really exciting to tour the Indigenous emerging artists from the Manitoba Arts Network program. We toured Grand Rapids, Norway House, Thompson, Opaskwayak, Wasquesie Peak, Puckatawagan, Roseau River, Fisher River, Peguis, Long Plain, what is that? Tutnawazibing, Bertel Sioux, Pine Creek, Killarney, Carmen, and I hope I'm not missing any communities. But it was such a pleasure to perform in all these communities, and a lot of them said it was the first time that they seen any and heard any live music. So it was great to see the smiles on everyone's faces when we got to perform in the community. So we're probably going to be doing it again. So I'm really looking forward to touring with the Indigenous artists again in their communities. And then I'm also working on a celebrations tour, which will include Brandy Vezina, Low Budget Rockstar, and Indian City. And I'm happy to say that we're 75% full. So I'm still looking for other communities to jump on board, other Indigenous or Métis communities. So if you're interested in, you have to be from Manitoba. Message me if you want the tour to come to your community. So it's really exciting. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce my 90th guest, and she's 14 years old, so she's going to be my youngest guest and my 90th guest. So I'm really excited to have her on board and being interviewed today. So Morgan was influenced by both her Métis roots and the fiddlers she grew up listening to, like local fiddler Glenn Hugel, her teachers Patty and Ali Kosturek, and her current teacher Michael Odette, among others, all bringing new things to help her shape her playing style. With several fantastic opportunities to play at amazing venues like the MTS Center in front of 10,000 plus fans, at the Winnipeg Jets WSAC game, to playing the national anthem for the Goldeyes home game opener, to playing in Ottawa at Winterlude Festival. Morgan's next endeavor is to start to put her first CD. So please welcome my youngest and 90th guest, Morgan Grace. Hey, how's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. So I'm really excited to have you on my show today, and to be the 90th guest.
I'm excited to be here.
So I'm just gonna ask you a couple of questions before we go on to your first tune. So I want to ask you, how old were you? Like you told me you're 14 years old. How old were you when you first started to play the fiddle?
I started playing about 10 years ago, so I was 4.
So what made you? How did you? I'm just like I'm like blown away by that. So how did you? How did you get into playing fiddle at 4 years old?
Well, ever since I was born, really, I kind of grew up around music. There'd be parties all the time and always be fiddle music around me. So it kind of just inspired me.
So you must have been like really tiny when you picked up the fiddle, and when you were 4 years old. Like how did you feel when you first picked up the fiddle when you were 4 years old?
I don't quite remember, but my parents say that they gave me a right-handed fiddle, and I said it was wrong. I didn't feel like it was right, so. And I refused to play unless they gave me a left-handed fiddle. So
that's awesome. I know a left-handed fiddle from Norway House. That's he plays with Highway 373. Ryan Doust. He's a left-handed fiddle player. That's really cool. So how did you get into wanting to learn more about playing the fiddle?
Just again, growing up with it always inspired me. And then when I got more into it, like as I grew up, it just kind of felt like something I needed to do, I guess.
That's awesome. So how did you get into music? Like what inspired you to play music?
Um, just again, growing up around it, and then a family friend, Glenn Hugel, he plays fiddle as well. So,
Okay. So with that, are you ready to play your first tune?
yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna give you the string.
um, I'm gonna play Medicine Line. It was written by J.J. Guy, who is a Canadian fiddle player.
Yay! That's awesome. For myself, like with the string instrument, it's just like I have no clue about. Like I tried guitar lessons, I'm it was so confusing to me, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't have, like even the cello and the fiddle. I'm like, wow, just watching you play, that's so awesome.
Thank you.
So the other thing I wanted to ask you, I just did a pop-up concert with for the Saki Way Festival this past weekend, and Sunday the headliner was Patty Kostoric and her son Alex. So can you tell us how you're connected with them?
Well, I want to start by saying they're both incredible musicians. Patty and Alex both taught me how to play fiddle at one point. Um, we actually asked Patty to teach me when I first started, but she connected me with my first teacher. So,
That's cool. So what level are you at in fiddle playing?
I don't know, maybe like I'd say intermediate to advanced.
Awesome. So what's the highest level you can go in fiddle playing?
Well, there's not really levels to fiddle. It's just like kind of like, I guess like the beginner, intermediate, and advanced.
That's pretty awesome. That's pretty interesting to know that. So how long have you been studying with your teacher?
My current teacher, Mike Odette, also a great fiddler. It's been, I think, a couple years since we've been doing lessons together.
That's awesome. So do you play like galas, and can you tell us about your performance with the Winnipeg Jets?
Yeah, so the Winnipeg Jets, I played with the like Clint and Riley Dudium and their band. It was really fun. It was nerve-wracking as well, though. We played intermissions.
So how did you deal with your nerves?
Just the breathing, and then like I know I'd be okay. So it was.
That's awesome. Oh, Brandy Vezina says, "Hey, Grace, Morgan Grace Music. Hey, Brandy, how you doing?" So, are you ready to play your second song?
This one, I'll play Big Bear. It was written by John Arcand.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So we were talking earlier, and you said you did a mentorship today with the amazing MJ Dandino. She's a really fantastic bass player, and she's also toured around the world, and she's such a wealth of knowledge. And what a great musician to be mentoring with. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, well, MJ is also an incredible musician and a very nice person. She was just like, so today we were talking about booking and how to like book gigs, a lot about concerts and festivals, and then just kind of helping us, giving us tips with like booking, and then just like like radio stations and everything. So.
Awesome. Yeah, she's toured like Europe many times. So she's the one with the wealth of knowledge for touring and booking and all that. So have you played in any festivals?
I haven't yet, no.
I read in your bio that you performed in Ottawa. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so Ottawa, we played for the Manitoba 150 at, I guess that we did play at a festival, at Winterlude Festival. We played the opening for that festival, which was really fun. And then we played at a gala there as well. And then
So are you playing with other fiddle players, or are you playing solo?
I'm actually playing, I play with my dad a lot, who plays guitar for me.
Oh, okay, cool. That's awesome. So I asked you if you ever entered a contest. Can you tell us your experience about that?
Yeah, so I entered the contest for Festival de Voyageur, and it was really fun, but contests aren't really for me, so I haven't really done one since.
Awesome. So are you ready to play your third tune?
Yep.
Okay.
So this one is, we'll play Three Men on a White Horse. It's my mom's favorite.
That was a real cool tune. I like the what do you call it? Picking
Plucking pizzicato, yeah.
or plucking? Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome. So I wanted to ask you, you're working on an album. Oh, great job, Morgan.
Thanks.
That's what Jake Hickey says. Jake Hecky. Awesome. Yeah, they're getting some really awesome feedback here from the audience. So yeah, I wanted to ask you about the album that you're working on. What songs are you going to be recording?
I think we're doing 8 songs. I'm not quite sure. I don't know. We've been working on it for a while. More before COVID, so I'm not quite sure what's happening with it right now.
Okay, and so I heard a bunch of different styles of your fiddle playing. What is your favorite style of music to play on the fiddle?
I think my favorite is traditional Métis music, just because it's more of like personal in my.
So are you gonna perform one for us?
Um, I played Big Bear, which was a Métis song.
Okay, so you wanna play it now?
That was the second one I played. I can play.
Oh, okay. Or you could play your fourth piece that you prepared for us.
Okay. So this one's my dad's favorite. It's Arkansas Traveler.
That was awesome. So I wanted to ask you how many times do you practice?
Well, normally I have lessons once a week, and then I'll play a few times with a week with my dad.
That's so awesome. Well, you could tell you practice. You're a very good player, and your technique is really good. And I could just see you just getting better and better in the music scene. And you're already part of the music scene. Playing with Riley and Clint Dudium, and going to Ottawa and playing for the Jets. That's really a great start to your music career for sure. So I wanted to ask you. So who is your idol? It doesn't only have to be one. I know there's probably several. Who's your idol fiddle player?
I think I look up to like some family friends like Glenn Hugel and Megan Mowat, and then people like Patty and Clint are inspiring to me.
Yeah, they Patty and Clint are really awesome. They won many, many awards and many accolades playing their fiddle. And Patty's in the Manitoba Hall of Fiddle or the Fiddle Hall of Fame somewhere. I know she was just telling me that, and she's so amazing too, and it's such a joy to listen to her play. She seemed like flawless, like she and Clint too. They're both amazing fiddle players. So what are some of your goals that you have for yourself?
I think right now my main goal is just to finish that CD, and then for the future I want to get in. I'm hoping to get into Brandon University to study music.
That's excellent goal, and I'm sure you're going to succeed in your music career. You've got an early start and a great start. Okay, somebody says Kathy Pescatelli is watching. I don't know. Do you know her?
I do.
Well, she's watching right now. So welcome, Kathy. I've just been interviewing Morgan, and her fiddle playing is already really great at 14 years old, and the only place she can go is higher and excel. And I'm really proud of you for getting into music at such a young age and already excelling. I can't wait to watch you in your career, and I'm sure you're going to be exploding into the music scene when especially when you release your first CD. That's going to be so exciting. Jason Lapine says, great job, Morgan. Hey, Jason, how's it going? And Kathy says she is awesome. So you're getting a lot of great feedback, and a lot of people love you. And Trudy Stevenson said hello from St. Laurent. Karen Faye says, great job, Morgan. Terry Lynn Murray says, awesome job, Morgan. Holy, you got a lot of fans out here. Right on. So welcome to the show, and thank you for tuning in and watching Morgan. And she totally entertained me. It was so I love listening and watching you play the fiddle. It was very entertaining for me. So where can people find you? Do you have any social media?
We do. So on
platforms?
Facebook, we go by Morgan Grace Music, as well as on Instagram, and I think we have a YouTube as well.
Awesome. So if anyone want to book you, that's where they can find you?
Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. Do you have any parting words you want to say?
I just want to say thank you for having me on your show.
I'm so glad that I bumped into your dad. Actually, your dad approached me and told me we were Facebook friends, and then he told me that you were a fiddle player, and I'm like, well, we need more women. I need to interview more women and females, and I'm glad that we finally connected and got the interview done, and I wish you well and lots of success in your career. And I think you're going to do a great job in the music scene. And I'll probably be seeing you around in the music trail for sure. So I just want to say, my next musical guest is Kimberly Dawn. And be sure to follow Indigenous Superstars on Facebook and Instagram, and listen to the Indigenous Superstars playlist on Spotify, and like the YouTube link, my YouTube channel, and that's where you'll also find the past interviews, the past 89 interviews, and tonight's 90th show. So with that, Egusik, Kasagi Tin, stay safe and stay healthy.
Tune in again next time when Rhonda interviews another up-and-coming Indigenous superstar. Only on Indigenous Superstar.